thinking of moving to Glendale, Arizona? Well, before you do, you definitely want to know how it's laid out, where things are at, what it's actually like living in Glendale, and how to get around. So that is exactly what we are going to be covering in this video today. We're actually going to jump into my computer, go into Google Maps and show you guys all around what it has to offer, how to get all around, where it's laid out, where the airport's at, where's Phoenix at in relation to Glendale, all that kind of stuff that you need to know. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. So let's do this. Your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Phoenix or the amazing areas and cities around it like Glendale, then go ahead and subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what is happening in the Phoenix market and Glendale market, and that is what we are going to be going over today. So like I said, we are going to be going through Glendale, and my name is Samantha. My team and I help people every single day just like you make their move to make their move to Phoenix or the surrounding areas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking of making a move to Phoenix, or if you just have questions and want to learn more and see if Phoenix or any of the surrounding areas is the right fit for you, then please reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. You can hop on a Zoom call with us. We can kind of meet in person. There's links for all that information, just how to connect with us down in the description below. There's also some freebies, different ways to connect with us on other platforms and get a bunch of cool free stuff if you are interested about learning more of the Phoenix area. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we are here and happy to help. So that was a hot mess of an intro, but let's go ahead and just power through and keep going. Like I said, we're actually going to jump into Google Maps, show you where everything is at, how it's laid out, and kind of give you a lot of information that you need to know about Glendale to see if it's going to be the right fit for you. So we're going to head back to the office, jump onto the computer, and check it out. Okay, let's dive in and check out Glendale. So Glendale is kind of a weird shaped city. It literally is like this funky kind of L thing. Okay, all right, I'm going to butcher this, but you get the idea. Okay. This is like a very rough shape of what Glendale looks like. Google it if you want to see the actual exact outline. But that's pretty much the basic outline of Glendale. The nice part about Glendale is over here, we kind of call this like the West Valley, kind of anything west of this, one of the main highways here. This is the, wow, oof, okay, I'm struggling at drawing. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. This is the 17 right here. This is one of the main highways. So kind of anything west of this is roughly considered the West Valley here in the Phoenix metro area. And so when you're kind of in this West Valley area, your money is going to go a little bit farther. So in Glendale, the amount of house you can get, how nice the house is, how big it is, like all of that, you can go a lot farther when you are here in Glendale. Homes that are like 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, like around 2,000 square feet or a little bit more, are going to be in the 400s or 500s. A lot of them are in the late 1990s to mid 2000s. So Glendale, if you've seen anything that we've done on Peoria, which is the city right next to Glendale, Peoria is just right here, right next to Glendale. If you've seen anything about Peoria and Glendale are pretty much close to the same age. They were both agricultural and farming areas, and so that's where they kind of started in the 1880s, and when they actually got incorporated and became a city, in the kind of mid 1900s, it started becoming more residential. So you'll see some fields. There's a couple different parks and historic museums and stuff dedicated to the agriculture and everything that used to be there. You're still going to see a little bit of farming and agriculture going on, but for the most part, it's become residential, especially in the last 30 to 40 years. So we're just going to walk you through, show you everything about Glendale and kind of everything that it has to offer. So we're going to start kind of at the top of the L here. It's Glendale's a funky shape, but we'll start at the top of the L. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can get a little bit closer. So just up over here, like I said, the main highway is going to be the 17. And if you're in Glendale, you're going to be probably hopping on the 17 a lot, or the Loop 101, which is this right here. And here, let me zoom you out again so you can kind of, sorry, whiplash, taking you all over. So if we zoom out a little bit, you can see this is literally why it's called the Loop 101. It loops all the way around. And so this is one of the main highways that you can kind of see. Here's the L of Glendale. So if you need to get anywhere, you're going to be taking that Loop 101, and it'll get you kind of anywhere else in the city pretty quickly. So that Loop 101 is going to be one of your main highways if you are going to be living in the Glendale area. So one of the best and most highly sought after neighborhoods in all of Glendale is right here, Arrowhead Ranch. So this is a big community, a lot of different kind of neighborhoods and subdivisions all within here. And Arrowhead Ranch is beautiful. You can kind of see like a lot of all these like water features and lakes and stuff all in these communities. These are a lot of kind of man-made lakes and ponds and rivers and stuff like that. So if you want a home that's actually on the water, people can have homes on the water. You can have kayaks and boats and paddle boards and little pontoons and stuff like that. If you want to live on the water, there's a lot of man-made lakes in this area. And so this is one of the most highly sought after areas. The homes are really beautiful. It's green, it's lush, it does not feel like a desert, and you can actually have homes on the water there. There's also, as you can see, a golf course. Legend at Arrowhead is one of the main golf courses, is where you've got Arrowhead Country Club. So if golfing is your thing, Arrowhead Ranch is probably going to be a great fit if you want kind of those more beautiful, kind of the higher end, more luxury homes in terms of Glendale. Then this is going to be where you are going to want to be at, and you're just right off of the 101. So if you do want to get around town, that's going to be a great area for you. Very, very convenient. All right, and then as we kind of head down, so a lot of these neighborhoods all up in here, there's a few. So there's Arrowhead Ranch, Sunset Vista, West Augusta, College Park. These are some of the neighborhoods, kind of more when you're in Glendale. The school systems are not amazing. I'm going to be honest. The school systems are not the best in Glendale. So if you are wanting some of the better schools and some of the safer neighborhoods, North Glendale is where those are going to be located at. So if schools and safety is important, North Glendale, some of these neighborhoods right here up in the North Glendale area are going to probably want to, where you are going to want to be at. Sorry, oof, tongue twister. Don't know why I can't talk today. All right, so these are some of the other neighborhoods, like I said, that are kind of safer. Right here, you've got kind of the rivers and canals running through here. So these are some of the safer neighborhoods, like I said, kind of in the northern area. You also have over here, it's going to be one of your main kind of hubs for shopping, entertainment, food, and everything like that. In Glendale, it's a really convenient city. You're in the middle of the Phoenix metro area, so you're never more than 5, maybe 10 minutes max from everything you're going to need day to day, like gas stations, grocery stores, coffee shops, anything like that, kind of food, shopping, dining, and stuff. But if you want a whole bunch of stuff all in one place, this Arrowhead Town Center is going to be everything that you need. It's an open air mall. They've got food courts, they've got the movie theater, they've got different activities inside and outside, lots of shopping, lots of food. Target and Home Goods, your two staples that you always need close by. Those are my two favorite stores. So you've got all of that right there at the Arrowhead Town Center, and it's just off the 101, like I said. So if you are kind of living in this north area, the Arrowhead Town Center is probably going to be your go-to main hub for all the shopping, dining, fun stuff, everything like that. So those are some of the main areas if you're going to be in the kind of northern Glendale area. As we start to come down here a little bit, here's another one of the neighborhoods, Marshall Ranch. Again, that is by some of the good schools, a little bit of a safer area as well, and probably something that you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's a lot of parks. All these little green areas are like the parks within the neighborhoods, but you've got some bigger parks as well. You have Saguaro Ranch Park. It's a really big park. It's got also like farm animals and stuff, which is really cool. So if you're wanting to go see animals and nature and all of that, you can over there in the Saguaro Ranch area. Even down here, if you can see, there's the Pioneer Community Park. You have the Glendale Heroes Regional Park, State Farm Stadium's over here. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. We'll come look at that stuff in a minute. So lots of parks, lots of green areas and stuff like that throughout the Glendale area. So, all right, so we kind of left off with these neighborhoods right here. If we keep going, if we keep heading down south this way, this is going to get us to downtown Glendale. So this is another one of the main hubs of Glendale, is the downtown area. So right next to it, you've kind of got downtown Glendale and then historic downtown Glendale. This is a lot of fun. Like I said, Glendale was kind of, it first started in the 1880s when it was agricultural and farming and a lot of that. And so the historic downtown Glendale area has a lot of that really kind of old character and charm. There are still some places where you actually can go in, and they've got some different areas with museums and shops and stuff like that. There's the Saguaro Ranch Park Historic area. It's got 13 of the original buildings. It's got this huge rose garden. You can do tours of it and stuff like that. So there's a lot of really cool stuff. And then, of course, you have the Glendale Civic Center, the downtown area, lots of shopping, dining, They do Glendale glitters for the holidays right here, so it's all lit up. They do different markets, farmers markets, local vendors, all of that is all right here. So there's always a lot happening in the downtown Glendale area. Downtown Glendale also has some of the best restaurants, like kind of hole in the wall mom and pop shops. So if you want really, really incredible food, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. My dogs are banging on the door. I've got 2 corgis that are very needy and need a lot of attention all the time, so they can't stand when I'm not petting them. So amazing food and everything right here in the downtown area. And this is really cool. The Serrata Candy Company. So this has been a staple. This has been here for decades and decades. I went to this as a kid on like field trips and stuff like this. So this candy company has been around for decades. You can actually go in. It is like kind of being transported back in time. They make all this candy, so much of it by hand. You can go in and watch how they make it. You can go in and buy it, and it just like when you eat this candy, it takes you back to like your childhood and the history. It's really, really cool. There's a lot of history in there, and so that is something that's a really cool staple in the downtown area. And if you like pastries and sweets, La Purísima Bakery, oh my goodness, some of the best Mexican baked goods, pastries. Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal, but you have to get there early because they sell out. It is so good. So you have to get there kind of early in the morning to get some of the good stuff. But this is kind of all the downtown area. So if you do like being kind of in the center and in the middle of it, living downtown would be really fun. You can kind of walk around a little bit more. But if you are looking for kind of the more areas that are going to be a little bit safer or more family friendly, or even just kind of closer to some of those better schools, North Glendale is going to be where it's at. So this is the downtown Glendale area. Lots to do, lots to see, a lot of fun. Just south of this is the West Wind Glendale Drive. This is actually one of those like old school drive-in movie theaters. I don't know if you've ever been to one, but this is kind of the last one here. So you can actually like drive up. You have to be careful. You can't really go in the summer. It's too hot here, but the rest of the year, like fall, spring, and winter, it's really fun to actually go and do the drive-in. They've got snacks and stuff, or you can bring your own. That's what my husband and I do. Sometimes we'll do date night over here and we just go pick up our own snacks. You get some blankets. You just pull up the car, turn on the radio, and pop the trunk. You can kind of sit and watch the movie. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of one of those like old school take you back in time moments of going into the drive-in theater. So that's really fun. They've got one of those there in the downtown area. And then let's kind of head over. Okay, so we've done North Glendale, we've done South Glendale. Let's kind of go through the rest of this kind of funky L shape over here. All right, so with this part over here, again, like I said, there's tons of parks. So you've got the Glendale Heroes Park. This is a huge park. They have BMX facilities, they have sport courts, they have fishing lakes, they have skate parks, they have a bunch of playgrounds, some fields, lots of different sport courts. So everything you could possibly want in a park is in the Glendale Heroes Regional Park right there, which is really cool. And then you also have one of the main kind of, again, main centers if you're going to be more in the southern part of Glendale. This is where you're going to go for all your entertainment, shopping, food, and everything like that. So you've got down here is the Westgate Entertainment District. So if you want to see what these neighborhoods look like, if you want to see all of this in action, go watch the Glendale vlog that we actually did. We'll go through some of the neighborhoods, we go through these entertainment districts, we go to some of these arenas and stuff like that, so you can get a good idea of what it actually looks like and feels like living in the Glendale area. So we started out that tour and we're actually in the Westgate. So if you want to do brunch, Sunday fun day, any different type of activities, entertainment, tons of food, shopping, dining, Westgate is so much fun. They've got, it's a big outdoor shopping center. They've got parks, theaters, everything you could possibly want. And if you were into sports, this is also where you're going to want to be. The Gila River Arena is for hockey. So if you're a fan of hockey and watching that, that's where you're going to want to be at. And then the State Farm Stadium used to be the Cardinals Stadium, but this is where the Cardinals play, NFL teams, but also they do tons of events, concerts, and different conferences, and all these big events are going to be at the State Farm Stadium. I just got to see Coldplay there a couple weeks ago. It was so cool. They put on an amazing show. So if you like entertainment, sports, all of that, these are going to be kind of your main areas right here. And then if shopping is your thing, you've got the Tanger Outlets, which is like every kind of shop you could possibly imagine right here. And it's just off the 101. So again, whenever you are in that Peoria or Glendale area, you've got the 101 to get you here really, really quickly and easily. If we keep going a little bit farther, just on the other side of this 101 highway right here. We can keep going. In addition to sports, there's the Camelback Ranch over here in Glendale. So this is where baseball spring training does for some of the sports teams here. So if you like baseball, if you like watching spring training, we actually have multiple locations all throughout the Phoenix area. But if you're going to be in Glendale, this is one of the locations for it. And if you or any of your loved ones are in the military and going to be based in Glendale, the Luke Air Force Base is right here in Glendale. This is where a lot of the military families here will relocate to. So if you do have anyone relocating to be stationed at the Luke Air Force Base, a lot of people are going to live in the surrounding area over here in Glendale, kind of Litchfield Park area. So this is where you're going to have the visitor center as well for the Luke Air Force Base. So if that is potentially a reason that you're moving out here, that's kind of where it's located. And then a little bit farther, we're slightly technically outside of Glendale in Litchfield Park, but you have the Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium. And this is really, really fun. Whether you're a kid or an adult, to check out some of the animals, it is a really cool experience actually going and like getting to see them. It's this big outside zoo and aquarium area, and there's a lot to do and see over there as well. So that is kind of the surface level view of Glendale and kind of how it's located. Again, it's a kind of a funky L shape, but also something I always show is how to get to the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. This is the main airport in the Phoenix metro area. So if you were going to be traveling, whether for work or for fun, this is the main airport you will most likely have your flights going in and out of. So I always want to show how far it is. So let's just take a look so you can kind of know if you're going to be traveling a lot. Now this is just from the central part of Glendale. So it's going to take about 25 minutes. Right now I'm looking, it's kind of late afternoon. So school is starting to get out. People are going to be getting off work in the next hour or so. So there is a little bit of traffic. If you're going to be going there in the middle of rush hour, it's going to be at least 30 minutes, maybe closer to 45. If you're going to be coming from kind of this like Arrowhead Ranch in North Glendale area, it's gonna be 45 minutes or more. So keep that in mind if you are traveling a lot, whether for fun or for work. If you don't want to be too far from the airport, that's something to keep in mind. Glendale might not be the ideal spot for you, or at least North Glendale. So that just kind of gives you an overview look of Glendale, everything it has to offer, where things are located. Like I said, if you want to see any of these neighborhoods, areas, anything like that, in action, where you can kind of get a feel for what it actually looks like, go check out the Glendale vlog or any of the vlogs that we've done. We've done ones on Peoria, Chandler, Gilbert, Phoenix, all of those different areas. So if you think Glendale is a spot for you, or maybe it's not, and you're trying to find the right spot for you, if you have questions, if you just want someone to kind of help you out with that smooth move here to anywhere in the Phoenix metro area, just reach out anytime. We're here and happy to help. We'd love to answer your questions. If you live in Glendale or have lived in Glendale or have visited Glendale, I'd love to know your favorite spots. Is there anything that we missed in this video that people absolutely have to know about? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Like I said, we're always here and happy to help. So reach out anytime. If you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we are here and happy to help in any way we can. And until next time, we'll see you soon.